And it's not just black voters who aren't on board with a lot of this activism. Hispanic voters are probably even less
Right.
so. The polling there is also showing that Trump's gaining enormous numbers. In fact, there was a New York Times poll recently that had the Hispanics opting for Trump by some 6% over Biden, which, you know, if you said that 10 years ago or even in 2020, you would think that was impossible.
100%. Yeah. I mean, if you go down the list and you look at basically all of the demographics that have given Democrats comfortable margins in most recent presidential elections, obviously 2016 notwithstanding, so black voters, Hispanic voters, and really young voters, 18 to 35, Democrats are losing support in all three of those demographics. So right now, the Hispanic vote in America seems like it's basically a toss-up. It is well within the margin of error. Some polls show it slightly to Trump, some show it
Yep.
going slightly to Biden. I mean, it's really quite crazy, Reed. I cannot underscore this point enough. Going back 20 years, it was around 2004, there was a progressive think tanker by the name of Roy Teixeira. And he wrote a famous book at that time called The Emerging Democrat Majority. And his basic argument was that demographics were going to make the Republican Party go extinct in the next 25, 30 years because of the Hispanic vote alone. Roy Teixeira, to his credit, has formally disavowed and renounced his own book, but the Democratic Party officially, unfortunately, is still continuing to hemorrhage Hispanic voters. It is a huge, huge, huge deal. And what the mainstream media and the Democratic Party miss is that Hispanic voters themselves, Rita, are not any happier about the situation on the southern border than white or black voters are. They are the ones oftentimes who are actually disproportionately being harmed by the crime, the trafficking, the drugs, and all that
Absolutely.
the open border entails.
And I think there's also ill feeling towards those who conflate legal migrants with illegal migrants, even with criminals. And the Democrats are guilty of doing that on a regular basis. Josh Hammer, thank you so much for your time this evening.